What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video here. My name is Michael Aranini, and today I'm going to show you guys this house that we just recently purchased right here behind me. So if you stay towards the end, I'm going to show you exactly how we bought this deal, how we found it, how we funded it, and what the numbers look like and what we're expecting to make on this house. So all that I ask is you go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. I'm going to try to drop some videos in here of what this house looked like beforehand, and right now this is actually our after product of the house. So we didn't do too much stuff here. What we did was some tree trimming. All these trees that are out here were actually overhanging into the driveway. So we actually have a branch here that fell down afterwards. This was from when they were putting the dumpster here at the property. We had, I think, 4 dumpsters, or actually no, 5 dumpsters in total that we had to get the whole house cleared out because there was a ton of stuff. This was probably the worst hoarder house that I've ever seen. So let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So walking in the house, this right here was about as far as we were able to go before. When we first bought the house, we couldn't go any further than this. All this space out here was just piled full of stuff. Probably about, 4 or 5 feet of just junk in this house. So we had to get a bunch of dumpsters. It actually took 4 dumpsters plus a little bit, so we had to get a 5th one to get everything cleared out. We weren't able to get into the kitchen. The garage was full. The living room was full. These 2 bedrooms over here were all full. The only thing that wasn't that bad was this master bedroom. So once we really got access to the house, what we had to do was really climb over everything to see what the whole house inside looked like. So this room looked kind of like a normal messy house, and then all the rest, it was just completely hoarded full of just junk. And as y'all can see too, the ceilings here have fallen through completely. So the sheetrock on the ceiling, the insulation on the ceilings has all come through. This is probably because of some leaks that were in here, or who knows what caused all that. But it's really not that bad. So I know a lot of people might get freaked out seeing a house like this, but it's just sheetrock, doesn't cost too much to fix and replace, and insulation doesn't cost too much to fix and replace. One thing that probably caused this was because we had a lot of roof leaking here. So what I'm assuming, this house is gonna have to have a new roof put on it. And like I mentioned before, this is actually the after product on this house. So what we're doing with this one is what we call a wholetail. This is a combination between like a wholesale deal and a retail. So we basically bought the property. We went ahead and found this deal off market, which I'll explain a little bit later in the video how we found it and everything. We did the clean out here, got all the stuff that was in here out of the property, and then we went ahead and put this house on the market as is. So didn't really fix anything. The only one thing we did fix was the garage door, because as we took out all the junk that was in the house, the garage door just collapsed and completely fell through. So we went ahead and got that replaced. But besides that, we didn't touch anything else in the house. We didn't touch any of the sheetrock stuff, any of the flooring, paint, appliances, none of that stuff. AC, nothing. So we're just gonna be selling this house as is. So why do we do that? The reason we decided to do that on this house is because we actually have 7 projects going on right now. And we're just pretty busy. We decided that we were just gonna go ahead and wholesale this one and get in and out of it pretty quickly. Let me go around and show you guys what the exterior of this place looks like. Out here in the backyard, we've got a bunch of siding that's just in really bad shape. Coming around this way, we have a shed here, which is actually still full of stuff. And we've got another shed there that had a bunch of stuff in it. Those we're actually leaving behind. We're not dealing with all that. Our goal with this place was really just to make it so that way you could see everything in the house. And that way, when we went ahead and put this on the market, it wasn't something that's super overwhelming to a buyer. That's why we went ahead and did the clean out on it. We did some tree trimming so that way you could actually walk through the backyard here. And that's really it.
All right, so let's get into the details of this deal. So we found this property on our county's tax delinquent list. This property had actually been delinquent for quite a few years. There's nothing paid on it since 2014, so 8 years delinquent. They owed somewhere around like $32,000 in taxes, I think is what it was. So what I did, I went ahead and reached out to the heir for the property. The owner had passed away several years ago. And this guy lived out of state. He kind of had an idea about the property, but didn't know too much about it. He was pretty skeptical, but we ended up agreeing to a price on it. But then he said he wanted to look over a few things, and it actually took him about a month before he felt comfortable enough to go ahead and sign the agreement to sell the property. So from there, I ended up actually getting money to buy the property from a buddy of mine. He lent me the funds, the private lender. He's making it great, actually over 12% he's making on this deal. He lent me the money, went ahead and bought it, and closed about a week after that. As soon as we closed, got everything cleaned up, cleared out, and then we went ahead and got it on the market. So we ended up listing this property on the market at $120,000 We ended up getting several offers. I think we got like 8 in total. We ended up accepting the highest and best offer at $115,000. For whatever reason, that ended up falling through only a couple hours into the deal. So we canceled that and we went with our next offer, which was actually at $105,000. So going through some of the numbers for you guys, we ended up buying this place for around $67,000. And we ended up spending about $5,000 doing all the clean out on it. So we had a bunch of dumpsters that we needed there, plus the labor to get the house cleaned out. And then now that everything's all said and done, we're gonna be netting right around $30,000 in about 3.5 weeks with not a whole lot of work to it. So we're pretty happy with how this deal turned out. It ended up being a pretty good deal for everyone involved, for the seller, buyer, for our private lender, myself, everyone across the board. So that's what we always look for when we're doing these deals. That's it for this one, guys. If y'all could do me a huge favor, go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.